my first step to my beauty routine. I like to hydrate my face. So I'm just gonna and it feels so good. And then I let that dry. I'll be back. I don't know if you hear the song in the background, but that's Forever Young. And that's a nice song that reminds me of our awesome dad. But this is my favorite primer I've been using right now. This is Huda Beauty. And then this is the foundation that I'm going to start putting on so you can see what it looks like. It's really good. You basically just open it up. And I just put a little bit on my fingertip. I don't know if you could see that amount. It really isn't a lot. I don't put a lot of stuff on. You just go like that. And then I just kind of pat it in. I just put it everywhere, right here in the T-zone. And I even put it on as eye primer, believe it or not. It works for me. So I just kind of put that on. And then we have to let it dry. So I always do one of these, let it set. And in the meantime, I'll start getting my stuff ready. But another thing I wanted to share with you, since I'm letting this primer dry up, this is the new limited edition Wicked brush. Is this not beautiful? Look at how pretty it is. I think it's so nice, and it's pink. Sorry, purple and green. It looks really, really good. So I'll come back as I'm letting this dry. I'm gonna start on my eyes first. I do my face last. Okay, I'll be back. So this is the new Huda Beauty creamy palette. It's so pretty. As you can see, I wore this one out, but this stuff looks so good. I absolutely love it. I just basically get a little bit of the light shimmer and just kind of like brush it over. Keep it really simple. I do have a hooded eye, so I like to open it up just by putting a little bit of light neutral color eyeshadow on the base. Actually, all over the lid. I kind of just rub it everywhere. And then I have a fun little round brush that looks like this. And then that's what I use to kind of create my crease. So I like getting a medium to light brown, as you could see. And then I just start to kind of put in a little crease, as you could see. It's just a little beauty trick for ladies who have hooded eyes. And I do, thanks to my parents. And I absolutely love it because that's what makes me who I am. Got a message about lightning in the area, but I'm not going outside since I just blow dried my hair right now. I gotta let it set. So as you could see, I just start to look at it, and I think that's good enough for Sunday beauty. I'm gonna be at home chilling, so I don't want to put too much on. I think that looks good. And then I get a defining brush, kind of looks like that. And now I go with a little darker color on the outside corner. So this is like a nice chocolate brown, and since they're creamy, it works really well for me. It doesn't like fall all over my face. It doesn't like disappear throughout the day. You guys know I work full time, so I want to make sure that I look pretty and presentable throughout the day. So I just kind of put it on like that. As you can see, it's opened up my eyes. If you noticed before, it was kind of like all um, one whole lid because I have a hooded eye, which is okay. And that's it. I think that looks beautiful. So I'm going to close this because I'm done with this for now. This is one of the Kardashian eyeliners, and I like to use this. It's like a nude color, and I just kind of put it on the inside of my eye, just one swipe. I don't even have to look in the mirror really, but I just kind of do this to open up my eyelid. I have small little eyes. So I just like to open it up and see how it pops. I've used white. It looks a little unnatural. I really like this color, and I'll drop it when I post the comments so you know exactly what it is. Okay, so now it's time for foundation, and I've worked this both ways. I usually put foundation on the brush and then apply. Then I've been watching videos where they just kind of do one of these like I just did. And I get my brush and I'm just going to kind of blend it in. This one's called apple pie. And I think that's enough for my face because I don't want to put too much on. It's kind of like a light to medium coverage, but it's buildable. And I just kind of pat it. I don't like pulling my skin and then try to go in an upward motion because we do want to defy gravity, right? So you just kind of blend it in and it gives me a nice little coverage. I've been happy with it. I went with a darker color because I did get some color over the summer, and so my skin tone's changing a little bit. The other one I had was a little bit too white for me, but I think this one blended in really nice. And so I just put a little bit on, then the tea, and and the brush is so nice and flat. Look at that. I love it. It feels nice. And then kind of make sure you go around the jawline, of course, right? Put your lid back on and you're done with your foundation. So I just want to show you this Huda concealer. It's really good and I think this is going to last me like 10 years. It's amazing coverage and I never actually pull the whole thing out. I just use my concealer brush and I get a tiny little dab. I don't know if you can see that. It's really nothing. And then I like to put it right here to open up the frown lines a little bit. And then I like to put it on the outer corner of my eye to kind of sharpen up the cute little wing that I did there. And I just kind of blend it into my foundation. This is really the only two areas. Actually, I could close this. That's all I needed for my whole face for an everyday wear. I don't like to look unnatural or like if I have way too much makeup on or white, I would call them raccoon eyes. I did the triangle thing once upon a time, but I really feel this just opens up my eye and gives me a little bit of coverage and kind of helps blur out my frown line. See, and I think it looks so pretty and so neutral. I really love it. So next, I'm gonna do my cheekbones. This is the liquid cheek color by Huda. I absolutely love this. And again, you only need a little bit. It goes so long. So basically, I just do a tiny little line like that on the upper part of my cheekbone. That's all I'm gonna need. Watch how good this stuff is. Then I get my blush brush and I just kind of work it in the outer corners to keep the cheekbones nice and defined high. I put a little bit on my forehead, bring it down to the side so it looks natural, and then whatever's left, I just kind of go like this and blend it in. And you saw that little bit that I put on went such a long way and it looks so good. See that? I love it. Gives me a nice little bronze look, and I love that it's liquid so it won't like fall off or start to fade throughout the day. It kind of just sticks to your skin, so it looks really, really pretty. And then I've been into pink. I absolutely love pink. So I just get a little bit of pink powder blush and I just kind of put it on the apple of my cheeks like this, just a little bit. Done. I'm totally done with that. And now I'm going to show you my new mascara to open up my eye. So now I want to unveil this super cute mascara duo that I bought at Ulta Beauty, and it's by Benefit, and it's called Queen's Glam Hit. So it brings two super cute mascaras. Look at this. This one's called Fan Fest, and this one is Ribbon Lash. And this one is really good for your lower lashes, just to kind of open it up. And I don't use this one every day. Let me show you the brushes so you can see what it looks like. It's one of these thin little brushes. And it's really nice and easy for you to apply on the bottom. But I don't use this for everyday wear. But the Fan Fest I would use, and I like to use another mirror. It's a little trick that a makeup artist shared with me because I kind of used to do this looking up and fanning out. And they actually told me you should apply mascara looking down. And it's really been a game changer because I don't make a huge mess. This is what this brush looks like. It's really good. And I just kind of put a little bit and I start in the outside corner. And then I just kind of start to fan it out. I don't want them to clump or stick together. I want them to look natural. Look in my eye. It looks so pretty. I just put a little bit on it and it just basically opened up my eye a lot. Again, I have a hooded eye and blonde lashes, so they're really difficult to see. That's why I always like to apply mascara to open up my eye, and I really like to emphasize fanning them out because I feel like it opens up my eye. So I'm just going to keep doing that for a little bit so I can feel the product building in. See that? That's pretty for an actual day wear look, or it doesn't look too exaggerated or overbearing. And I think that's good enough for now. I'm happy with how it looks. I think it looks really pretty. But still it's good. So now that I have this quick little makeup look, right, for us working ladies, we're out and about. It's very humid here in Central Florida. And before you know it, it feels like your makeup starts to sweat off or you start to look a little bit greasy. So I asked, what could I use to actually help me set my makeup? Well, the first step was this, the little primer. And this is the second step. This is my Morphe brush kit. And I did buy the Huda Beauty translucent setting powder, and it comes in different colors. And I went with this pinky, and it has a little bit of iridescent, and that's because I like my skin to glow. You don't have to do that. So I'm just basically get a lot and basically blot, especially in those T-zones, to help it set. So this is the last step that I do before I go get dressed for work, which is kind of, or go hang out in the house. put a little bit here and it helps, right? So it absorbs any grease in those areas that you feel you have excess oil. It probably looks like it covered up my makeup and stuff, but I promise you it didn't. That's more than enough to just help it set. Just leave it, walk away. So, okay, this is the last step. It's called Easy Bake. I've used all different sorts of finishing sprays. I've used matte, dewy, this, that, the other. I don't know. This is my newest one, and it's actually rice base made out of rice water. And what they shared with me at Ulta Beauty is that you have to shake it a lot because a lot of things, I guess all of the ingredients settle at the bottom. So you really want to shake, shake, shake. And then they also shared with me, just shake it randomly, even when you're not going to use it, just to make sure that it keeps all of the ingredients moving and not settling and going bad. So once you do that, you basically just, it's a nice click to open. And then I'm going to close my eyes and just do one of these. Then I'm going to lock it again, put it away, and I'm going to show you all my Huda Beauty products when I'm done. So I'm going to let that finish, and then at this time, while this is drying, you can put on your jewelry, do all the fun little things that you need to do, start to figure out what perfume you want to use next. So I'll come back in a minute and just take off this headband, fix my hair a little bit, and that'll be my Sunday look for this week. Okay, so I just let my hair go, and this is it. This is my Sunday look to be at home. I think it looks great. See, the makeup looks really natural. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next Sunday.